It is time to do some pre-cruise shopping. If you are planning your upcoming cruise, now is the time to do that pre-cruise shopping. It is so important to make sure that you are paying attention to that pre-cruise checklist, and pre-cruise shopping should definitely be on that checklist, especially if you're budget cruising. Pre-cruise shopping includes things like clothing and anything that you may need for your upcoming cruise. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 20 different cruising essentials, and they're all listed on the Black Friday deals. I'm going to categorize everything out by luggage, toiletries, clothing, ed tech gadgets, and some accessories. Let's get started. So first on our list is luggage. And I'm going to share with you right here a piece of luggage that's very similar to the one that I have. I like it because it has spinner wheels. And it's just a nice small carry-on piece of luggage, hard side. If you are driving in, you don't have to really worry too much about the type of luggage that you're bringing, because the cruise lines don't care how many pieces of luggage you have, how big they are. You can essentially have as many pieces as you want. And true story, I actually saw somebody one time bringing Walmart bags on. They had a little roller bag and then they had Walmart bags, and no, there were not groceries in it. So to each their own. If you're driving in, you can bring whatever piece of luggage you want. But when you're flying in, you really need to think about what type of luggage you want to buy when you're flying. And I like this type of luggage here because I like the spinner wheels. It just makes it so much easier when I'm going through the airport. This luggage here is actually the luggage that I purchased not too long ago. I have this whole set here. I like the large suitcase if we're going anywhere for a long period of time, or just if Mark and I want to share that large suitcase instead of having to have anything else with us. Now, it does come with a little duffel bag. I don't really use this one too often, but I do like the fact that it does hold on to your luggage handle. So that is nice that you can just kind of slide it down on there and then just roll your bag with you. Like I said, I don't really carry this one too much because I don't want to put it on my arm, on my shoulder, and carry it, onto the plane. But I like all these pieces here, and just having just a little carry-on. If I wanted to take just a carry-on onto the plane, this is really nice to have. And it is on sale right now, so this is a pretty good deal. But I noticed many of you have told me you like to do carry-on only. I try to do carry-on only as well. And when I do carry-on only, especially if I am going for just a weekend somewhere, I like to take actually, this isn't the one I have. This is the one that I have, and I've shared it with you many times. I love this particular backpack. This is my favorite backpack. Look at all the compartments that are in this bag. I know I've shared this particular one with you several times. You can get your laptop, your iPad, cords. There's all kinds of compartments in there, and I will use this, and it lays completely flat, and I'll use this for like a weekend cruise or just a weekend getaway. But I actually took it with me as a carry-on when we flew from Florida to Long Beach, when we cruised out of Long Beach not too long ago. And as you see here, it does go under the seat in front of you pretty easily. I love this bag. This is one of my favorite ones. It is on sale right now, but it's not very expensive when it's not on sale. This bag here, as you see, it does come in a lot of colors. This bag here is very similar. But it's a tad different, and it is a little cheaper, but it is very similar, but they're just different brands. I just wanted to show this to you as well. I'll link both of them in the description below as well. Now, also, if you like to have like a personal, like a sling body bag, not body bag, personal bag. I just bought one just recently. It hasn't come in yet. Let me see if I can find it. Here is the listing right here. So this one right here is the one that I actually just bought. I don't carry personals too often when I'm on the plane, but I have come to the realization that a lot of times I am wearing dresses or outfits that don't have pockets in them, and I'm tired of not having my hands free because I've got everything in my hands, or I'm trying to give them all to Mark. And so I just went ahead and bought this right here. Like I said, it hadn't come in yet, but I really like this. And it's not very big. I don't need anything really big, and a lot of people don't. You can put your passport in there, your phone, your room key. If you're walking around the cruise ship, that's great to just kind of sling on and walk around the cruise ship with your phone and whatnot, and you have to hands free. You can take it out to the port, and that's a really nice thing to have walking around at the port as well. So I got this one coming. I like that. And let me share with you what Mark has. It's very similar to this. It's not exactly this brand. We don't have this brand, but we have one very similar to this, and we bought it when we went to Alaska. I've shared it with you on some of my other Travel Central videos. I'll link it up here if you want to take a look at it, and I'll also make sure I put that in the description below. But it was a sling backpack that's waterproof, and we really loved it because it was great for going on our long hikes, going on our whale excursions. And then we go to the Caribbean. We decided to take it with us to the Caribbean and walk around the cruise ports. We can put some bottles of water in there, anything else that we may need while we're walking around the cruise port. So he likes to carry his sling bag. Now, usually he just puts it in the suitcase. He doesn't carry it around the airport like I'm going to do with my personal bag, but he'll put it in the suitcase. And if we go to the port, then he pulls it out and puts all his stuff in it, and we take it to the port. Now, no cruise packing essential video would be complete without packing cubes. And I've got some packing cubes here for you to share with you. As many of you know, I love packing cubes, and I know some of you have said you don't like packing cubes, and that is fine because Mark does not like packing cubes either. He is right there with you. So when we're traveling together, if we're sharing a suitcase, half of it has got his clothes just thrown everywhere, and the other half has got my packing cubes. Because I like to stay organized. I just enjoy it. So that's what I do. But there are so many different types of packing cubes. This particular one right here is a set. It also has like a makeup bag, a drawstring bag for your shoes. There are so many different types. You can get compression packing cubes. There's lots of different types of packing cubes you can get. I'll link those all in the description below if you want to take a look at the different types of packing cubes that are available. And also, if you're having any trouble with what to pack for your cruise, if you're a first-time cruiser, and what you should have on your pre-cruise checklist, I do have free printable downloads that I'll leave in the description and over in the comments as well. If you are interested, it's going to be a pre-cruise checklist, Caribbean, Alaska packing checklist, and also I've got some travel itinerary checklists in there. Awesome printable downloads for you that you can take a look at, and hopefully those will help you with your packing and getting ready for your upcoming cruise. All right. Keeping on with our toiletries, one of my favorite things here is a hanging toiletry bag. I talk about this one a lot, and we actually now have two. This one is not mine. I have a black one. It's very similar to this, but mine is black. And I know I've shown it to you in my previous videos, but I love it because I can hang it up on my door in my cruise cabin, and it keeps everything organized. But because I've taken it over and I have just put so much stuff in it, he now has one himself, and it is actually an Amazon brand. So I will put all of those down there for you to take a look at if you want to see them. But I really like all of these because mine actually has this little TSA approved bag that it came with, but I can't find it anywhere. I used it and now I can't find it. But this is really nice. It is waterproof. It has so many different compartments and places that you can put all of your makeup and toiletries in here and keep everything organized. Now, also for your toiletries, there are travel toiletries that you can purchase, little silicone toiletry things that you can, refillable ones. I don't really use any of these. I purchased the smaller bottles. I have some very similar to these, but not these exact same ones. But these are an option for you if you're wanting to have any fillable ones. Again, if you are driving in, you don't need to worry about these because you can bring any size bottle you want to on the cruise ship. I have brought large shampoo bottles on before because I didn't feel like going and buying any travel bottles or for refilling any bottles because I was driving in. But when I'm flying in, I have to make sure that I do have my travel bottles. So this is an option for you if you want to make sure that you do have some travel bottles with you. Now, something else that you can have down inside of your little toiletry bag are liquid hydration, liquid IV basically. And I've used these a couple of times per some of you who have said that these were great. They're basically just hydration, just to help keep you hydrated. You can put them in your water, kind of like a little Crystal Light that we used to use. You can put them in your water, just adds a little bit of flavor. It's nice to just keep you hydrated. You definitely want to make sure you're staying hydrated when you're on the cruise. I don't know how true this part is. I have been told that you can use these like as a hangover reliever. I don't know if anybody has used it as a hangover reliever. Leave me a comment, let us all know. But I do know that they are great for hydration and keeping hydrated. Okay, So the next one here I've got for you is clothing. And I'm not going to share a whole bunch of different clothing options because, you know, we all have our own clothing styles and whatnot. But I want to share with you some ideas for if you are planning your upcoming Alaska cruise. Now is the time to start looking at some items, because I feel like that is a lot of items that you are going to want to purchase for your Alaska cruise. Now, in my Alaska video, if you saw that, I mentioned these shoes here. These are the shoes that I wore when we were in Alaska. They are on sale right now. I love these shoes. And like I said, if you are planning an Alaskan cruise, now is the time that you want to start taking a look at hiking shoes, hiking pants, anything like that that you don't normally have that you want to purchase for your Alaska cruise. So these are some great shoes. Love these. These are another option right here that are also on sale. I'll put these in the description below if you want to take a look at any of these. And these are the hiking pants that I wore when we were there. I like these. And as you see, where did it go? There it is. And as you see right here, it has a drawstring at the top and at the bottom of the legs. And I like that you can pull it up on your legs, kind of have it like little capri pants, because I definitely had to do this when we were going around in Juneau in July, because it got a little warmer than I had thought it would. But they're lightweight, they're really nice, they're cargo pants, so I really enjoyed these, and these are on sale right now as well. Okay, so now let's switch over and look at some ed tech gadgets that you can bring on your cruise with you. Now this first one right here, I don't have this one, but I know it's great because my daughter has it. And when she came to visit, she was sharing this with me. It's a portable charger with USB ports. And as you see right here, you can plug it up, and you have different cords right here to plug in your phone, your AirPods, your iPad. You have several different cords, and it kind of takes away from having to bring all those cords with you. So I tried to steal it from my daughter, I'll be honest with you, because this is a really nice little portable charger. I really liked it. So I was using it several times while she was here visiting. So I wanted to share this with you because I really like this when she shared it with me, because this is a really great portable charger. Now, because I was so excited about this, because I use this right here. This is the one I use. I like my portable charger bank. I actually have two of these. They're not only great for, if you're going out and about to keep your phone charged, I also use it as like another charger port in the cruise cabin. Some cruise cabins are old and you don't have USB or USB-C ports next to your bed. So I will use this over next to my bed to charge my phone up at night, if because you usually want your phone next to you in the bed. So I will use this next to me in the bed. And then I also will have it is very helpful on the plane as well to keep my phone charged on the plane. I don't use it too much when I'm walking around the cruise port, because I usually make sure that I am fully charged before I go out and about. But I do have it with me, and it is one that is in our bag, one of the things that is in our bag. So but I mostly like to use this as an extra outlet or port when we are in the cabin, just to kind of be able to, have something else in the cabin. This right here, you want to make sure it's a European travel adapter. Now, these are really nice. I have one that I will bring with me occasionally. I don't always bring it with me. But you definitely want to make sure that before you do, that the cruise line that you're going on will allow these. These are great because, as you know, in many different cabins, you're going to have regular outlets and European outlets. This will give you an extra outlet that you can use this adapter. This particular one comes with two European travel adapters. Now, also, if you are traveling overseas, you definitely want to make sure that you have a European travel adapter, and it does have the USB and USB-C ports in here as well. Now, if you have several different items that you are bringing with cords, batteries, just all kinds of stuff, I like this. We just purchased this for our upcoming travels and cruise, and this is a cable organizer. Now, I know I told some of y'all recently in one of my other videos that I was using Ziploc baggies. I was putting everything in Ziploc baggies. So this is nice too. It keeps everything organized. I will also put my power bank in there. I don't put my cell phone in there. If you see over here and on the very back side, they also, things right here, they have their cell phone in there. I'm not putting my cell phone in there. It's going to stay with me. But it is a really nice little case that you can keep everything organized and all your cords in there. If you have any batteries for your camera, SD cards, or anything like that, you can keep everything organized and all right here for you. Okay, so what's the next one I have here on the list for EdTech items? And that is, if you are flying, this is a really great little holder for your phone. Yes, some airplanes do have phone holders, but this particular one is really nice to be able to put anywhere. You can also put it on your tray table. Right now, my husband actually has this one in his little man cave, and he has it set up like this on his table next to his chair. So this is great to be able to use anywhere. I saw somewhere, here it is, where you can hang it from your cabinet in the kitchen. You can also do this in your cruise cabin. You can hang it from the from the shelf over your desk in the cruise cabin. So this is a great little thing to prop your phone up if you're watching TV on it or watching YouTube or anything like that, streaming something or anything. I like this, and we went ahead and got it for him so that he could have something to prop his phone up, and he continues to use it even if we are not traveling. I think this is definitely needed. It's a portable luggage scale. This is not only needed before you leave so that you can, just pick your luggage up with it and see how much it is so that you're not getting that to that 50-pound mark, or lower if you're flying Spirit, unfortunately. But also when you're on the cruise. So if you purchased a lot of souvenirs, and we have done this, this way you can make sure that you're not overpacking and you didn't stuff your bag too much, and then you're going to get to the airport and yeah, I have had to pay an extra $100 before because I didn't know how much my bag was weighing, and it was definitely I think it was like 10 pounds more, or five, almost 10 pounds more. It was just under that. But this will help prevent any of that for you, and it doesn't cost a whole lot. So just definitely something to a portable little holder there, a little luggage scale there, definitely worth it so that you don't have to pay an extra $100. Okay, so let's take a look at some miscellaneous items, just some extra items that you could bring on the cruise with you. I have just a few more here left for you, but the last one is my favorite, so you want to stay for the last one because it does have like a little multi-purpose. Now, this first one right here, I don't have it, and I didn't think to even buy something like this until someone just recently told me about this and showed it to me. And it's a little portable makeup mirror that you can plug in, and it's lit up. So if you're somebody that likes to have a portable, a mirror with the lights on it, this is really nice because it's pretty small and portable. And as you know, and if you don't know, if you're a first time cruiser, you don't really have these in the cruise cabins, and and sometimes the hotels that you might be staying in before you go on your cruise, you won't have some of these lighted mirrors. So if you're somebody who wants one of these, then that is definitely a good option to have, and it's also a great little gift that you could buy for somebody who likes to travel as well. So that's an idea. Also want to share this with you as well because, well, if you know me, you know me. I share this with you on a lot of my travel essential videos, just like I do with like this. It's the top 3 things: my packing cubes, my toiletry hanging organizer, and my fan. I love my fan. This is the exact fan that I have. It does, yes, have a USB port. It does not. It is not battery power. So I like to put my battery bank next to my bed, and I plug this up into my portable battery charger. Now, there are lots of portable fans that are battery powered. I'll leave those in the description below if you want to take a look at any of those. And there's some that you can put around your neck. When we were on the Utopia in July and August, I saw lots of people walking around with those around their neck. And I kind of wish I had one because it was pretty hot. So I'll leave those for you. But I love having a portable fan, especially in the room, because sometimes the air works great, and then sometimes, oh goodness, it is just so hot in there. So here's the next one. This is not really an essential, but I think it is something that will really help, and you would really like this. If you don't already have a luggage tag holder for your suitcase, these are great to have. They are very sturdy plastic, and let me see if I can show you the picture. There was one on here where the little here we go, the little sturdy wires there that will just kind of roll together to go around your luggage handle on your suitcase. they're really sturdy. I take them through the airport, and I've actually checked the bag before, and they've never fallen off. I've never had any issues with them, and it makes it also, when I'm in the airport, pretty easy to identify my bag. Also, my bag is pretty easy identifiable anyway because I put stickers on it. But this helps to identify it, seeing that little cruise tag on there. And then also, you want to make sure you have a tag on your luggage, so it gets to your room pretty quickly, because if you don't have a tag on your luggage, then you might going to have to wait till that last little bit of luggage being delivered so they can kind of figure out whose it is. So this just kind of helps making sure everything's organized, and I really like these. They come in different ones. These are right here for NCL, Royal Caribbean. They also have some for Carnival as well, but I'll leave you all of those for you. And then the next one here is binoculars. Like I mentioned, if you're getting ready for Alaska, you want to think about all the essentials you are needing to take to Alaska. And I do have all of these mentioned on the Alaska packing list, such as binoculars, your hiking boots, your hiking pants, anything like that, dressing in layers. I have all that mentioned on the packing list to help give you some ideas. But if you are looking to get some binoculars, I highly suggest getting some that are high-powered binoculars with, really with a good zoom. I got some really cheap binoculars. I think they were children's binoculars, and I couldn't see very far out. It didn't have a very good zoom. And unfortunately, we had eagles flying around, and I didn't see the eagles way off in a distance, even with my binoculars. So y'all make sure that when you're going to Alaska, get you some good binoculars. All right, last on my list, like I said, it does have a little bit of a multi-purpose, and it's one of my favorites, and that is a travel pillow blanket. The inside is zips up. It can be a pillow, or the blanket is inside the pillow there for you. So when you're on the flight, you do have a nice little pillow that you can use. If you get chilly, you can pull it out and you have a blanket. It does slide over your luggage, so it's pretty easy to carry around, or it does have a little clip right there on the side that you can clip it to maybe your luggage handle or anything like that. But this was really nice when I was in Alaska, because I was able to have that blanket. It's a nice little soft blanket that I was able to sit on the balcony and just really enjoy the balcony with an extra blanket, not having to bring my comforter or something like that out there. Now some cruise lines, and most cruise lines, will bring you a blanket, but this was just nice to have, because not only did I have it on the plane, I was also able to make use of it in my cruise cabin as well. Which one of these cruising essentials are going to be on your pre-cruise checklist? Leave me a comment below. I would love to hear. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.